Hello again, everybody, and a warm welcome back to the Celtic Forever podcast, where we're going to do the preview for Celtic against St Mirren on Saturday. We're John here to go over that and all the news and rumours and everything else that's going on. So let's say hello to John. How you doing, John?
All right, Xander, how are you?
I'm okay, John. How you feeling after the weekend's game? All the controversy and everything else.
I'm okay. It's I'm neither up nor down with the result. Obviously, I'd have preferred a Celtic win, like we all would, but we got the result that suited us, so I'm happy enough with that. You know, it's as what it is. No happy about the game getting cancelled in midweek because I think that would have been a potential banana skin for them.
Yeah, I was looking at that, John, and it now works out that when Rangers eventually play Dundee, Dundee's fate will already be decided, John. So Dundee will no need to battle as hard against Rangers when they eventually play them, because their fate will already be decided this weekend. So it looks as though it's worked in Rangers' favour, that as well.
It certainly has, aye. I mean, it's absolutely scandalous the way things have worked out for them. Everything's gone in their favour, including the referees, by the way. But everything's all gone in their favour. Just these games getting cancelled. I bet there was some skullduggery behind that as well.
Yeah, I'm hearing rumours they actually asked for the game to be called off, John.
Aye. Look, is it rumours or is it fact? So you've got to ask yourself, innit? Because like they would have struggled if Dundee were up there battling at their own ground for a point to get into the top six. They'd have turned them there. Guaranteed they would have turned them there. And they've asked for the game to be postponed, no doubt. So I don't know. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but it could have, you know.
Yeah, it could have, and it's just worked in their favour because Dundee play over the weekend, and their fate will be decided, John, by the time they play Rangers in that rescheduled game next week. Just hit like and subscribe if you can, please. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, share with whoever you can on Facebook, etc. as well. And I'll quickly run through the competition as well, John, for this week, because we've not got many entries. Obviously, everybody was more interested in what was happening last weekend. So the competition for this week, very simple. What's the correct score going to be against St Mirren on Saturday? Correct score, we're looking for one guess each, everybody, into the comment section, one guess each. Good luck with that, everybody. And we're going to do a wee change this week, John. We're going to give the winner a choice of prizes, right? So the choice of prizes is you get to pick if you win. You can pick the Billy McNeill Legends frame print. You can pick the Celtic Forever solid steel collector's item Zippo lighter, or you can pick the Celtic Forever solid steel collector's item in the box set ballpoint pen, John. You can pick one of these three prizes up for grabs, free to enter, doesn't cost you a penny. So get entering people into this competition. Correct score is what we're looking for. That's all. One guess each, and into the comment section. What do you think of that, John? Choice of prize this week.
Aye, I don't know what one I would pick. I don't smoke, so a lighter's no good to me.
Do you know like candles now?
No, very often, no.
Nah.
I have got a coal fire right enough.
All right, okay. The pen will be handy. Pen will be handy.
For lighting a coal fire.
All right, mate. Right, we'll move on. Let's go through some of the news, right? Let's go through some of the bits and bobs that's been happening. And right away, I want to start with the bottle thrown incident from the weekend. This all went very quiet, just as we predicted there, John. Very quiet indeed from the SFA.
Aye, well, Celtic's got to hound them with this. I've got to hound them with it. Something's got to be done. Action's got to be taken. Don't care what anybody says. Don't care if you're a Rangers fan. That annoys you, but I'm saying something's got to be done, and the SFA have got to act on that bottle thrown incident. And if you ask me, it should be a 10-point deduction for that. That's just my feelings. That's what I think should happen. Deduct them 10 points.
Yeah, there's got to be a deterrent there, John. We mentioned it on the wee midweek quick podcast, the wee news bulletin, if you like, and we made some suggestions, putting nets around the stadium or some parts of the stadium, or closing a couple of stands for a few games. But points deductions another route, but the SFA will not go down that route, I'm afraid, John. But that's your opinion, John. Let me know in the comments if anybody agrees with John. Should there be a points deduction for the bottle thrown incident on Matt O'Reilly and the attack on Kennedy and the dugout, the manager as well? Items being thrown at the managers as well. John's got his strong opinions there. 10 points deduction. Tell me what you think. It's not going to happen, though, John, is it?
I don't know. It should happen. Like you says the other night, was it me says? I can't even remember. Why should they be an exception to the rule? It happens everywhere else in the world if something like that happens. Why are they an exception to the rule? And along with 10 points deducted, get nets right around that stadium to keep the players safe. That's just my opinion. Something's got to be done, and it's got to be done right now. And the SFA will do nothing. They'll be silent on it. Nothing will happen. It will just pass like it never happened. But it's up to Celtic to push this and get something done about that, because that is disgusting behaviour.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's really bad. We went over it obviously, but it's just because we've not heard a word for the SFA about these incidents that happened at Ibrox on Sunday. I just thought I'd bring it up again, just to highlight it, John, because I want something done about this. All the Celtic fans want something done about this. We're supposed to be back into Ibrox next season with a 5% allocation. They fans going to Ibrox next season, they need to be guaranteed safety.
They're guaranteed nothing at Ibrox. Look, the bottle didn't hit Matt O'Reilly. It could have hit. We don't know where it came from. It's came from the upper deck. It's killing him because it's got a bottle travelling for that height gathers a lot of speed. So we don't know where it's came from. But if it hits Matt O'Reilly anywhere, it's doing him damage. If it hits him in the head, it's killing him. The dugout's been attacked again. And God knows what other missiles have been thrown at Celtic players. It's not been reported. And it's happening every single time we go there. And they've got to act now. This has got to be eradicated, Sander. It's as simple as that. Something's got to be done now. Celtic have got to push this.
Yeah. Well, we've done our wee bit, John. We've brought it up again, even though the game was a week ago. We're not letting it lie. We want something. We want to see some action. We want to see. You want to see something, don't you? You want to see even a statement, but there's been absolutely nothing. Okay, moving on, John. Let's move on to the other news. We're looking as though we could be getting Adam Ida for £3 million, John. That would be a bargain if we get him for £3 million from Norwich.
I would say so. I'd say it's a really good price for Adam Ida. I think we're still to see the best out of Big Adam. And if we can get him for £3 million, that's so far, judging by what I've seen so far. I mean, it looks like it could be a bit of a steal for £3 million if we get more of what we've seen so far.
Yeah, that's it. Glasgow Derby goals, another 6 goals before that. John, he's banging in the goals, and he's not even playing for the start. He's coming on as substitutes, getting these goals. But anyway, it's £3 million. I think it's a bargain if we get that for Adam Ida for Norwich. So we'll wait and see what happens in the summer with that one, John. There are a bit of news. Obviously, the tickets have went on sale today for the Aberdeen semi-final next weekend. So tickets are on sale today at 10 o'clock for the Aberdeen game. I don't know what the allocation is. We've got there, John, where is it normally about 70%? 70% allocation. They get their 30. Is that what happens at Hampden?
I'm not sure. I seen something about that today, and I was going to read it, and I thought I'm not really interested in reading about ticket allocations for semi-finals. But I would say it's normally about maybe 30%. Aberdeen fans maybe 25%, something like that.
Yeah. Well, the tickets are on sale anyway. The sale started today, so get yourself along there and get yourself a ticket for the semi-final next Saturday, which is an early kick-off. But we're not going to go into that just now, John. We're just touching on some news. So what else have we got? New tunnel area. Have you seen that, John? New tunnel area at the Celtic Park. Obviously, they've done a wee upgrade there. They've widened the tunnel area, and it looks a wee bit more modern. I don't know if you've seen it. Put the picture up on the screen. So, new tunnel area for Celtic Park, John.
Aye, I seen that. I had a wee look at that. Just looked at the picture and then away again. Again, it's not really something I'm interested in, you know.
Yeah, I think it looks quite impressive, to be honest.
Aye, it looks nice, but it's just not something that, you know, I retain the information.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a tunnel, you know.
No, it looks quite modern, I thought. So they've upgraded that there, so it looks quite nice. All right, John, let's get into the game on Saturday. Celtic against St Mirren, 3 o'clock kick-off. Another massive 3 points, a chance to go 4 points clear in the league, put a bit of pressure on Rangers. So we've got Stephen McLean as the referee. We've got David Dickinson on the VAR. He's the real deal, so we should be okay there. So McLean, the referee, John, all we're looking for is fair play into it. That's all we're looking for as Celtic supporters.
Aye, we're always looking for. Good to see David Dickinson back again, all cheap as chips.
Aye, he's the man on the VAR, so hopefully he'll have a quiet day on Saturday. McLean the referee, so that's one to look out for. So
David Dickinson, it reminds you of chocolate digestive, didn't he? Just put a wee face on it.
He does a wee bit.
I'm talking about the real David Dickinson.
I know.
Bargain hunt, no the referee.
All right, that's your officials for Saturday. Team news. There's not much team news really. Palmer is the only doubt there, John. He's still niggling with his calf strain, and St Mirren have got a clean bill of health, so they're okay as well. So both teams are 100% ready for this.
Aye, that's good. I don't really care about St Mirren's team. I'd rather they were weakened, of course, but it's good. We've got all our players back. Lewis Palmer still injured, of course. Hopefully, when he returns, we'll see him back to his best. Yeah. That'll be a big boost if we get him back to his best, Sandra, the way he was playing when he first signed for us.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to believe, John, that we've only got 6 games to go in this league title, John. It's 6 games to go. I mean, it's just flown, isn't it?
It has flown in, aye, it has. But, 6 games left. Still in our hands, isn't it?
Oh, totally. It's absolutely in our hands. 6 wins, we're champions. Maybe even less, but if that Dundee game would have went ahead, it might have been less than 6 games, you never know. But so how do you think the game's going to go? St Mirren, they're a decent team, John. They're in the top 6. They're sitting 5th. They're more or less guaranteed a top 6 place there. So what do you think? They're a tricky team. They're a stuffy team to play against St Mirren, aren't they?
Aye, they are, aye. And they're no scared to attack, Xander. That's the thing I've noticed about St Mirren. They're no scared to throw a few bodies forward.
Mm-hmm.
So defence won't need to be on guard the more, all 4 of them. But I think Celtic, again, I think should be too strong. Full team, Hatate and McGregor. Carter Vickers, Scales, got good defenders out, good midfielders out. Strike force is starting to look good with Maeda and Kyogo. Seem to be playing well. Adam Maeda, Dyson Maeda. Nicholas Kuhn, of course, didn't have the greatest of games, did he, on Sunday? After he was yellow carded, he just fell out the game. So there might be a wee change in starting line up there.
Yeah, could be, potentially. I just think it's an early goal would really just settle everybody down. It's the exact same as Ibrox, John. It's got to be a 3-pointer, isn't it? I know Ibrox wasn't a must 3 points. It was a must not lose, but Saturday's a must win now, isn't it? We can't afford to drop 1 more point. Simple as that.
No, you're right. It's every game's got to be 1-0, and I'm sure the Celtic players, they all know that. Everybody knows that. All the coaching staff know that. So they'll be up for it. 6 wins out of 6 in the league's ours. Every game's a cup final for now on. And I'm sure you'll see better performances for Celtic. They know how to win leagues. It's the business end, and that's usually when Celtic need to be strong, they can be strong. And I think we will see a strong Celtic in the running.
Aye, and it's a win puts us 4 points clear, which puts, at this stage of the season, a lot of pressure on Rangers, I would say, John.
It is. Who they playing?
They play Ross County away.
Tricky wee game, tricky wee tie. Can't see Ross County getting anything for it, but it can be tricky going up there, So,
yeah, especially if you're sitting 4 points behind the leaders, John. It's definitely a tricky, sticky game, if you like. Let's move into some of the betting, John. The betting section, gamble responsibly, of course. So Celtic 1-5, the draw 13-2. St Mirren 1 is priced at 14-1. I've got some correct score prices here, John. If you fancy a wee flutter on 2-0, it's 6-1, 3-0, 13-2. 2-1 to Celtic is 9-1. 1-0 to Celtic's also 9-1, and the 3-1 for Celtic is 10-1. If you fancy a wee outside bet, if you think Celtic are going to be flying tomorrow, 7-0 Celtic is 90. That's a 9-0, 90-1. So, fancy that, John? 7-0.
Nah, I don't think it's going to be 7-0. Then again, the last time I says that we beat Dundee 7-1.
It's hard to predict. It's no easy, John. But that's the betting anyway. Some decent prices there. And if you're looking for a hat trick for Kyogo, that's priced at 22-1, which I thought was quite short odds actually. I thought it would be a wee bit higher. But a Kyogo hat trick tomorrow is 22-1, John. I don't think that's going to happen either, though, is it?
Nah, I can't see Kyogo scoring a hat trick again. If you know at the end of the season, so nah, I think that's I just can't see that happening.
Yeah. All right, John. So that's your betting anyway. I'm going to do a wee bet builder, Xander's bet builder. And I've made it a wee bit simpler this week. A wee actual chance to win it this week. I know there's nothing's guaranteed, but this week's a wee bit easier. There's no correct scores or anything like that, John. So I've got Celtic half-time, full-time, over 4 goals in the match, both teams to score, and Kyogo to score at any time in the game. So I'll run through that again, right, John? Celtic half-time, full-time, over 4 goals in the match, both teams to score, and Kyogo to score a goal at any time in the game is priced at 14-1. What do you think of that, John?
That's all right. I think maybe the only stumbling block here is that both teams to score. No saying St Mirren won't score, but it might be the only stumbling block. That and Kyogo actually scoring. Just depends with Kyogo, doesn't it? If he's getting the right service or no. But 14-1, worth a flutter in it, worth a couple of quid on it.
That's it, 14-1, John. It's very much a possibility with every one of them. As you say, the both teams to scores, maybe the only sticking point there, isn't it? But anyway, 14-1. So good luck with anybody that decides to put any money on that. Good luck with that. Okay, John, let's move on. What's your predicted lineup then for Saturday?
Pretty much the same as Sunday, apart from Callum McGregor will start instead of Iwata.
Oh, do you think? Aye. Right, okay. I don't know, John. I don't even know if McGregor's 100% fit yet. I'm going to say he's going to start with Iwata again, John.
So you're going to go for the same lineup as Sunday then?
Aye. I think he's going to have a quick run through it. Hart and goal, Johnston, Taylor, Carter Vickers, Scales, Iwata, Hatate, Matt O'Reilly, Dyson Maida, Kyogo Furuhashi, and Kuhn on the right. That's my prediction, John.
That's the same as mine, apart from McGregor steady Iwata.
Right. I just think he's maybe needing a wee bit longer, John. I think that injury's maybe a wee bit worse than what they were saying, and maybe needs another game or two before he's back. As long as he's back for the Glasgow Derby, so I look at it in the Hearts game. But I think he'll be sitting out this one. He'll be on the bench again, John.
He's had an extra week, hasn't he? No, I think McGregor will start. We'll see what happens. Me personally, I would rather see Iwata, McGregor and Hatate in the centre of the park. Although Matt O'Reilly did have a good game on Sunday, I thought. No, but saying that, this is the time for big names to shine in it. The big players, Matt O'Reilly.
Yeah.
It's time for big players to step up to the mark. Maida, O'Reilly, Kyogo, Carter Vickers and all that, Hatate. It's time for them to step up and show why we're champions. 6 games to go. It's got to be 100% for every player on the park for now at the end of the season's under.
Totally agree, John. Totally agree. Yeah. And he will start with Matt O'Reilly, I think. So let us know in the comments if you disagree with John and myself, or if you agree, just let us know in the comments. All right, John. Predicted score time. St Mirren at Celtic Park on a Saturday afternoon. It's normally a good result we get at Parkhead against St Mirren. I think the last time we dropped points against them was it last season, 2 each. It was more or less a meaningless game. The league had already been 1-2 each. So what are you thinking for Saturday?
3-0, I'm saying, Xander.
3-0. I'll say 4-0. I don't know. Wait now. Let me think. I don't know. 3-0. I can't say the same as you. Because I think it'll be roughly. I was thinking around about the 3-0. Aye. So.
I'll just say it then. If you think it's 3-0, say it's 3-0. I mean, that's if we tie, we tie. It's 6-4 now between us. I've got 4 right. You've got 6. So if you think it's 3-0, just say 3-0 because then it's a tie, innit? Who cares?
Aye. I
don't know. What's your honest prediction? That's what the listeners want to hear.
I don't know. I think it's going to be actually quite close and tight and dogged affair on Saturday. So I'll go with 2-0, John.
2-0, all right. Fair enough.
I'll go 2.
I had a wee feeling myself was going to be a bit of that kind of game, a bit of a battle. But then I'm thinking, Celtic's got their full team out now, Xander.
Mm-hmm.
Real Hatate's going to control that centre of the park, spraying passes everywhere. His vision's impeccable. He's going to pick out Kyogo. He's going to pick out Maeda. He's going to pick out Kuhn. So I'm looking at that, him being the linchpin in the centre of the park. I think that's going to make a big difference to Celtic for now at the end of the season if Hatate stays fit. Celtic players, 60,000 fans to play for. I'm sure the fans will be in top form. This isn't a wee start of the season game. This is the business end of the season, Xander, and it's going to be a good atmosphere, I think, for now at the end of the season.
Aye. All right, John. Okay, that's it. John says 3-0. I say 2-0. Good luck to you, Celtic, on Saturday. It's going to be a tight game, I think. So good luck to the players anyway. Just go there, do the job. Put us 4 points, clear at the top of the league, and we'll take it for there. I'll just mention the competition again, John, because we've only got 3 or 4 entries so far because it was the Glasgow Derby at the weekend. So people get entering. Correct score for Saturday, Celtic against St Mirren. We're looking for the correct score. 1 guess each, everybody. Put it in the comment section there. And the prize is a choice. You've got a choice this week. The Billington New Legends frame print, the Celtic Forever ballpoint pen, and the Celtic Forever Zippo lighter. So take your pick. If you win the prize, if you're drawn out the hat, if there's more than 1 entry, obviously that would have to go to a draw. So whoever wins it, you've got a choice anyway. And good luck for everybody with the competition this week. All right, John, it's comments time. What have you got for us, buddy?
Comments already, yeah. But there is quite a few to get through.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll try and blast through them. I don't want to spend too long, but it is a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And James Doran's first up. And James says, the thing is, how did the stewards not check the supporters entering the stadium for bottles and knives, etc.?
Yeah, I don't know if they do that at Ibrox. Obviously, I don't pay any attention to what happens over there. But they probably do check people's bags and search people, John. Obviously, some are going to slip through the net, I would imagine. I think the stewards, they do their job over there as well. And I think just that maybe a few of them have slipped through the net, possibly.
Look, it's hard to police a big crowd like that. That stadium holds 50,000.
Mm-hmm.
You can't search every single body going in. It would take days to do that.
Yeah.
But there's maybe, I don't know, it's going to invent some kind of detector or something to detect glass on people. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
I think the simple answer, John, is putting the nets around the stadium.
Aye, and deducting points. Aye.
And then they can bring in as many bottles as they want, as long as the players and the Celtic fans and any other away fans that are in that stadium are safe. Then that's all we're looking for. We're looking for the safety of any visitor to Ibrox.
Look, if you're willing to take a glass bottle into a stadium at 11 o'clock in the morning, something no right with you anyway.
No, that's right, John. When you actually sit down and you think about what happened, taking a glass bottle into a football stadium to use as a missile to throw at an opposite player. It's disgusting, doesn't even begin to explain it.
No, but like obviously the bottle wasn't empty before it was thrown. So that's been tanked.
Aye.
And then thrown. But how are they getting these bottles in? I mean, that's a half bottle Well, looked like a Buckfast bottle. How are they getting them in their missus' handbag or whatever? Search the handbags, search the missus, search everybody.
Yeah.
The only people you can't search is Wayne's, and it wouldn't surprise me if the person that did that sneaked that bottle in on a Wayne.
Aye, well,
because that's the level these people would stoop to, Sander. People that do things like that. People that drink at 11 o'clock in the morning in a football stadium and then chuck the bottle. So I wouldn't put it past them to do something like that, hide the bottle on a Wayne, because you can't search Waynes at stadiums. You just can't search Waynes at all. They shouldn't be getting searched. But
yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me, put it that way, if that's what happened.
I know what you're saying, John. I know what you're saying. It's if somebody's going to throw a bottle on a football park, a football match, that they could do anything really. But I think it's just been a case of stewards not being able to search everybody into it. I think that's all it's been. So, but as you say, you never know. Thanks for the comment, James. Good comment there, buddy.
Aye, one club since 1888 says the lowest of the low. John and Xander are right. Empty stadium for 4 home games.
Yeah, it's a possibility, John. Isn't it? It's 4 games, no fans at Ibrox. That would certainly drill home the message, wouldn't it?
I certainly would, aye. And he also says keep them out of Parkhead. Aye, I exactly agree with that. Keep Rangers fans out of Parkhead. Can't be trusted. I've seen it at Parkhead as well. Xander all fighting each other and all that. I've seen the videos. Throwing stuff at Celtic fans, all writing in that wee corner and all that. I just keep them at Celtic Park as well, and don't want Celtic fans in Ibrox either.
Aye, if it means the fans and the players are guaranteed safety, John, then yeah, keep it the way it is. No Celtic fans in their stadium and none of them at Celtic Park. Yeah, I agree. Just keep it the way it is. Let us know in the comments if you disagree.
Aye, well, I don't know. A lot of people disagree, especially people that love going there to the away games, the derby away games. But me personally, keep them out. That's what I say. Eclectic Minecraft Bill says deducting points is the answer. The record at that place from those fans is disturbing, to say the least. Deduct 10 points is the only answer. Then the Muppet who threw the bottle can brag to his pals about what a big man he was.
Well, that's, I've not heard of anybody being arrested or found or caught or banned for stadiums or anything like that, John. As I said at the very start of the video, today's video, very quiet, absolutely. It looks as though nothing has been done.
Nothing will be done, I guarantee it. Thanks for the comment, Eclectic Minecraft. I agree. Yep. 10 points. That's what I've been saying since I seen it. 10 points. Deduct 10 points off him.
Yeah.
If a guy wants to brag to his pals, it was him that threw the bottle with Matt O'Reilly, and I'm sure his pals will not be too happy with him with a 10-point deduction.
Yeah, well, that's another way to go into it, deducting points. But as I've said, John, it's not going to happen in this country.
Never. Anyway, Mike Partridge says, how many people seen that idiot throw it and didn't report them? They are complicit too. Exactly.
Yeah, because you said the guy that threw it surrounded by about 30 people, probably his pals, So, and I keep saying guy, it might have been a woman, it could have been a man or a woman. So, whoever threw it was surrounded with their friends, and they've done nothing about it. So, yeah, that's a good comment there. Who was that, John?
That was Mike Partridge.
Right, new commenter. Thanks for the comment, Mike. Thank you. Good comment.
Anyway, Matty Boy said, I don't know why this always happens when we play Rangers. It's not all their fans, but a handful always go too far and have to do stupid things like throwing bottles. It's a big comment, so we'll leave it at that. Basically, that's just his comment.
Yeah, Matty's right. That's it's been happening for a long time, and nothing's ever done about it. So we just need to move on, John. There's nothing we can do. All we can do is highlight it on the podcast. That's all we can do.
Well, Celtic need to do a lot more than everybody else is doing, highlighting it on podcasts. Celtic need to bring this up to the SFA, and they've got to tell them something's got to be done about this for the safety of their staff and players.
Yeah, and something's got to be done before we as fans enter that stadium again next season, John. So that's got to be at least nets put around that wee enclosure, but it's going to be 2,500 fans into it, so it's going to be even bigger space. They need to make sure it's safe. So as long as that area is safe, then I'll be quite happy.
Aye, thanks for your comment, Matty boy. Sorry I can't read out your whole comment, but we'll only read kind of try to blast through them, mate. So thanks for your comment, mate. It's a good comment, mate. I totally agree with everything you said, by the way.
Yeah, cheers, Matty. Thanks, pal.
Chris McGovern says, "Hail, big men." Right? Not big man. Big men is referring to both of us. So,
all right.
There you go.
Hail.
Aye, hail, Chris McGovern.
Yeah.
Chris says, "You say it's not all their fans to blame, but you can be sure that if that bottle had struck O'Reilly, a loud cheer would have come from many more than one bottle thrower. If our players on the park and dugout aren't safe, what of 2,500 fans?" What a comment that was for Chris.
Aye, well, it's it's a difficult one that you don't know what the reaction would be if a Celtic player got struck with that bottle, John. A lot of people would have cheered, of course. That goes without saying, but I don't know. It's just be thankful that he didn't get hit. That's all I'll say, John.
Aye, I agree with him. I think there would have been a loud cheer, especially for the Muppets surrounded by the bottle throw.
Yeah.
Moving on to that. Thanks for your comment, Chris. I agree with everything you says, by the way.
Cheers,
Sander might know, but I do.
Yeah, cheers, Chris.
Mad About Football says 3 points deduction is only deterrent. 10 points, come on. If you're going to take 3, surely you'll take 10.
Aye, it won't even be 1 point, let's put it that way. I know, I agree. I mean, if you were to deduct them points for these incidents that have happened, especially on Sunday there, and there was more than one, believe me, a 3-point deduction would that would put an end to it, John. That would put an end to it. I'd put an end to it on the spot.
A 10-point deduction.
All right, mate. Who's next? Thanks for the comment, mad about football. Cheers, mate.
I'm not having any of this 3 nonsense.
Aye, well, it's not going to happen. So,
well, I suppose you could look at it as a forfeit of the match if it's a 3-point deduction.
Aye, well, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
3 points. Yeah.
If any things missiles come onto the park, your team gets you have to forfeit the match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you're saying, John. I know what you're saying. It's actually a good idea, and I agree with it, but it just ain't going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. But I would love it to happen, but not. I'm afraid not.
Well, if Rangers had to forfeit 3 points for that, I think you'd find they'd have 0 points right now, Xander.
No, that's it, John. That's it. Well, that goes with it saying, doesn't it? But, no. Let's park that, John, because it's not going to happen. I'd rather talk about things that could happen. Nets around the stadium, empty stands, things like that. And I think you mentioned another thing that could happen as well, but I can't remember what it was.
The thorough searching, the 10-point deduction.
That's it. The thorough searching as well. Get that stepped up a bit as well. So, yeah, and as long as we see Celtic players and fans not getting attacked like this, I'll be happy. We'll move on. I'll be happy. I don't want to see Celtic players running along the touchline and getting whacked with a bottle, John. I just don't want to see it. No right-minded person wants to see that.
No, it's just thuggish, isn't it? It's criminal behaviour. It's just appalling, to say the least. Anyway, Cannon Fodder says it's because it's Rangers, no action will be taken by the SFA and Police Scotland. If that bottle did hit Matt and split his head open, what would happen then? Celtic players walk off the park? Question. They need points deducted and stands closed as a deterrent, like we've been saying.
Yeah, John, do you know something? That's a good point, because I think Celtic should have walked off the park. I know we were winning at the time when it happened, but what a statement that would have made if we'd have walked off the park with these missiles getting thrown at managers, coaches, players, etc. Walk off the park.
Well, you could say just walk half. Sorry about that. I was trying to get the comments up on another video, just one there, and I get the theme tune blasting at it as a.
All right, mate. I didn't hear it anyway.
I know you can and fodder's right. I do think the stand should be closed, and they should be deducted. I've been saying it all through the podcast. They should be deducted points for that kind of behaviour, because that's shouldn't be tolerated in any stadium anywhere in the world, anywhere, and I mean anywhere. It's disgusting, and I can't believe they're actually going to get off scot-free with it. I can't believe it.
It's only been the 7 days since it happened, John. Only 7 days. Well, I've not heard a thing.
I've not heard a thing. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Let's go on to another comment about Silver. The Rangers roller.
I forgot about him.
It's the song I had for him today. Rolling, rolling, rolling. You should put that on one of your podcasts with him rolling about. It's hilarious, man. Your wee shots were hilarious, by the way. Xander was killing myself laughing the dying fly.
That's him that's hilarious, John. Is what a joke. What a joke that guy is. So what's the commenter saying about him, John?
UD says, thoroughly enjoyable podcast. Beaten as a rat. Silver as a comedy act. It's time for Celtic to try getting beaten banned from refereeing our matches. Enough is enough.
Aye, absolutely. He shouldn't be anywhere near any Celtic game for now on, John, that guy. So let's hope that Celtic keep pestering the SFA to ban this guy for all Celtic games. And I'll be quite happy with that, John. Not to see beaten anywhere near a Celtic game ever again.
Well, they did it with Willie Collum. They got him banned. So why can we not do the same with beating? The guy's an animal. Keep him well out of Celtic Park. Him and that, is it Robertson? Keep both of them away from Celtic. I'd be happy.
Yep.
He's me complicit partner in crime, Robertson,
Yeah, that's it. Without that penalty, John, I know I don't want to go back, right, but I'm going to mention it before we go, right? Without that penalty on Sunday that they got for the diving and the cheating, we would have came out of there with 3 points. So we've lost 2 points because of that one decision alone, John, because they were never getting into that game without a penalty.
No, they weren't even close to being in the game. It was boys against men. Or men against boys, however you say that. But anyway, someone else's nostalgia says the Rangers TV commentary is golden sometimes. That "What's the goalie doing, Tom?" clip lives in my head rent-free.
Aye, that was quite funny. Your wee your wee show demonstrating that the co-commentator was the commentator that isn't it actually? It's the actual commentator.
Aye.
Yeah.
Tom. It's no Tom English, is it? That's the guy in BBC Radio Scotland, isn't it?
Can't remember the guy's name. It's Tom something anyway, isn't it?
Aye, well, Tom something. Aye, Tom Thumb. By the sounds of things.
Alright, mate. Aye, that was comedy gold. You done that last week. That was funny. You done his voice. Superb.
Aye,
all right,
superb
John.
commentator.
Aye. Let's wrap it up here. Hit like, subscribe, share. The podcast strike will be over on Sunday. I thought it was last Sunday, but it's actually this Sunday. So the strike will be over on Sunday. So we're going to do the post-match podcast on Sunday, if that's okay, because we want to see how it goes with the strike no longer there, John.
Aye. I look forward to it being over to see if the numbers pick up again, get back to where we were, get the views into the thousands again. But it was I can't wait to see what happens. I'm keen to see. I was going to say something and I can't remember what it was, but never mind. It'll come back to me in the next podcast.
Yeah, obviously, just before we split here, contact us on Facebook as well. Xander John Facebook page, Xander John. That's it. Just type that in, and that's picking up as well, John. Over 19,000 views with the Matt O'Reilly video I put on there, John. That's outstanding, isn't it?
It is, but everybody should see that and everybody should share it to let all the Celtic fans know that this isn't going to get away from the Celtic fans. It's going to stay till something's done about this. Bottles getting thrown at professional football players out doing their job, young boys out doing their job, and getting missiles hurled at them. That's what I was going to say. Fastest derby goal was Chris Sutton in 2002.
Yeah, I read that. It was 16 seconds, something like that, wasn't it?
19 seconds, I think. 18, 19 seconds, aye.
Yeah,
so it was only a couple of seconds behind it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I read that in the comments. So thanks for that, whoever left that comment.
That was Minecraft that left that.
Right, okay, right. All right, John, that's right. Right, yeah, I forgot about that Sutton goal. I forgot all about that. All right, good luck to Celtic on Saturday. 3 points, get them in the bag, and we move on to the next game, Scottish Cup final next weekend. So, catch you on Sunday, John.
See, Sunday's under. Hail, mate.
Hail, buddy. Catch you later.